guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We are here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for, of course, the big SEMA event, and I had to start off this journey with this vehicle right here. Let me introduce you to Chris Forsberg's 2026 Nissan Z. It's actually a GT-Z. But before we get into this ultra performance, iconic Japanese sports car, let's talk about what's going on here. So Nissan, when it comes to sports cars, the Z has been that letter in the alphabet that really brings that connection between driver and car. Now, what's amazing is that the Z goes back to 1970 with the 240Z. And thankfully, Nissan decided to bring back the Z car. No, it doesn't have a number associated with it like the 240, 260, so on and so forth, but it still brings that connected driving experience. Now, Chris Forsberg, obviously being that championship drifter, having a strong connection with Nissan, has decided to go against the competition with this specially built Z. And what's amazing is a lot of the products that have been used to turn it into this GT-Z, you could actually build your Z car with. So what I want to find out is, if you're looking for a sports car that you want to modify, do you go something like what Chris Forsberg has done with this Z car? Let's go ahead, let's dive in and find out. Right off the bat, it's those classic Nismo colors. And remember, when we say Nismo, we're talking about Nissan Motorsports. It's not just drifting, it's not just road racing, it's even off-road racing. And of course, we can't forget that Super GT series in Japan. Now, at the front of the business, what I like about the build is that you could see clearly that it's a Z. So you're gonna get that stock headlight design, full LED, of course, headlights, daytime running lamps, all those goodies. And then working our way down, you see the Nismo front end, that G-nose. Love the way it has that aero of the dive planes on the corners. You have that additional splitter. And then of course, as we come across the front, this is what I love about the Z Nismo, is that G-nose. It really fits the body lines of the vehicle. You got a little bit of gloss black, fully functional. You'll see all the modified right off the bat, larger intercoolers. We're talking about Z1 Motorsports doing their full package of intercoolers, intake, the whole shabam to get more power out of that twin turbo V6. Still a 3-liter twin turbo V6, but definitely pumping out more than 400 horsepower. Love just how you see, like I said, that stock appearance. Now, as we rise up, we have that beautiful full carbon fiber hood with the heat extractors on both sides, a little bit of wire mesh. If you look closely, you could see all the modified tubing by Z1 Motorsports. You're gonna have larger injectors, fuel pump, all of that, because remember, it's a combo. It's not about just throwing larger turbos, which this does have larger turbos. It's about getting the complete package. And Chris understands with his team that it's about that balance. And especially if you're gonna enter any kind of drifting, if you're gonna do any kind of road racing, you wanna have that perfect balance to go up against the competition. Now, as we come around the bend, of course, easy selection to go with Nismo wheels. So I love that multi-spoke, nice gunmetal, gray finish design. What you're looking at here is an 18-inch forged aluminum wheel. You'll notice the Z1 Motorsports pizza-size rotors, 2-piece, slotted, and check out the Z1 Motorsports 6-piston calipers. Gonna give us that ultimate in braking capability and to resist brake fade as well. When it comes to tires, your tire size up front is gonna be 295 on the width, 35 series sidewall, and of course we have coilovers, thicker anti-roll bars, because that's gonna stop any kind of body roll, and full adjustability when it comes to camber, caster, toe in and toe out. These are all mods that you wanna make when you are doing road racing or drifting on a sports car. But definitely love the look of the wheel with this particular build. Now, coming down the side, I'm gonna have Steven kind of swing around, show off the carbon fiber fenders. Love the way it's got the venting on the side. And then overall, I think what has always been near and dear to my heart are the proportions of the Z. It's not a very large car like a Mustang GT or you know, even the Camaro, the old Camaros, or the C8 Corvettes. It's a much petite sports car. Up top, you have that carbon fiber on the roof. Love the way with the A-pillars and on your mirror caps. And then you'll notice inside we have that gutted interior, except a lot of stock components. So what you're gonna find is that stock dash. Look at the way you have your stock center console, your triple gauges up top. Really, really like the connection between the stock Z and this special built one by Chris Forsberg. Now coming towards the rear, love the placement, of course, that classic placement of the Z badge. Working our way down out back, we got a little bit more rubber to meet the road because we do have, this is rear wheel drive, of course, just like your stock factory Z. You do have a limited slip diff. Out back, your wheels are 18 inches in diameter, just like up front, but they're 315 on the width. Look at the rotors, two-piece. That's gonna help cut down on that brake fade and heat buildup, and these wheels are full forged wheels and fully available from Nissan and Nismo, but wow. And then to finish it all back, that swan neck of a rear wing. Now remember, the reason why they do a swan neck is this actually creates less drag than if it was turned the other way in a regular pedestal style. You'll notice the fully adjustable. When we say adjustable, look at how many different adjustments they have, because you're gonna go to different tracks. There's gonna be different amounts of speed that you're doing, and you're gonna wanna adjust that rear wing to balance out the downforce, but to also cut down on the drag, but really gives it that current race car style and fully functional. I think that's the key here as well, is all of these things, even those forged wheels, like I said, less rotating mass, gonna give you quicker steering, quicker turning, better balance. It has more horsepower, but it also has the balance as well. Now, as we work our way down, love the way you got the Forsberg plate, Nismo exhaust, nice slash cut. I'm actually gonna stop right now and take a pause because we have audio footage of this car firing up. I'm gonna drop it in, and what we're gonna do now is let's open up the doors and check out the inside of this Forsberg build. All right, guys, business time. Driver's side, where Chris is gonna be strapping in. This is where you'll get a glimpse of what this build includes. So as you can see, in this type of class of racing, you have to have a lot of stock components like the door handles. But what you'll notice is on the door panel, how everything is gutted. Fascinating, the placement for the wipers and the lights. Very interesting where they decided to put those stocks. Obviously, you don't need fancy door handle. You got your simple pull actuator to open up the door. You'll notice the full race cage that is required in all forms of racing. But what's great is that you're gonna have that aluminum sill plate with the Z badge, just like on your car. And even down in the pedal box, you'll notice the aluminum throttle brake. Nice to have that clearly marked. And then of course, these Recaro single piece carbon fiber bucket seats. I mean, you could see all the approval for the testing to make sure that Chris is gonna be safe, and then check out that steering wheel. Each driver, it's sort of like choosing your shoes or maybe getting a pair of earrings or something like that. Each driver has a specific like or dislike when it comes to wheels. And Chris, as you can see, the style that he likes. Now you are gonna get the Formula One style shift lights up top. This full dash illuminates with all different information according to what's happening underneath the hood. And then you have your array of buttons to press where you can communicate with the pits. Maybe you have a drink bottle, all those different things. But the fact that you have your stock dash around. You even have your infotainment system in here and the electric shifter that normally comes on your standard Z with the automatic transmission. But just amazing. It's amazing to see the passion that gets put into these projects, especially here at SEMA and especially here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But definitely let me know what you think. Has Chris really hit the nail on the head with this Z car? And as we kind of come back around to wrap it up, do you like what he has chosen to do with this race car? And would you want your Z to look like this? Let me know in that comment section. But we got to thank everybody here at Nissan USA for helping to make this possible. But we got to wrap it up, of course. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rise family. Got to give it up to Stephen Flood. He's taking the punches and he's dodging and blocking every single one of them. And he's even punching some people back. So thank you, Stephen, for hurting some people. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.